The Santee crew is Damian Wilson, Rob Whitcomb, Lyle Shyvack, Jimmy Ormsby, and Nick Wood. They've been part of the rollerblading scene for over a decade. For this issue of Rolling Revival, they were sent some questions, and here are their answers. Who out of all of you owns the most porn?
That would probably be Damien. Definitely Damien's got the most porn. I watch it frequently when he's not home.
Definitely Damien. Damien owns the most porn. I'm positive about it.
Probably me or Robbie.
Robbie does, because Robbie's a freak. He always fucks his girlfriend in weird positions and like in the ass.
I've collected it over many years. Anywhere from 20 to 30 really low-class pornos. Good for jacking off, though.
When did you guys label yourselves Santee?
We didn't really label ourselves Santee. We just happened to all be from here. And when we rolled together, I think it was Jan who started calling us the Santee dudes. So that's just who we are.
What is the strangest gift you've ever received?
A really dirty, illustrated gay porn book.
Jimmy inserted a dead hummingbird into my front pants pocket and found it the next day before skating.
I don't know, but someone left a piece of shit in the back of Damien's truck and drank all his beer. That's a pretty sweet gift, I think.
Nick's hair owl from Mexico. It's badass though. Some Mexican gave it to him for a handful of change.
A watermelon stuffed with raw meat.
What do you guys want to contribute to skating?
My skills and my looks. Yeah.
I don't want to do shit for rollerblading.
I don't really care about contributing anything to skating. I mean, I like doing it, and I do it. Contributing anything, if maybe my sections on film, that's about what I can contribute.
Badassness.
To show how gnarly you can go on rollerblades and how much of a fun lifestyle it could be. Definitely that. I want to contribute that much to skating.
Have any of you ever fallen asleep while having sex?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I have fallen asleep having sex with my girlfriend. And, yeah, it didn't go over well the next morning. Well.
Wow. What motivated you to start doing the crazy spin tricks on rails that nobody else was doing at the time?
Just constantly pushing myself to be better than I am now. And it just came naturally, I would say.
What motivates you?
Making sure I'm better than everyone in my crew, and every spot we go to, I make sure to show them up and let them know. And that's my motivation.
Damien, does it bother you that you're the son of Satan?
No.
Jimmy, do you think that time you were almost run over by a car was karma for that duck that you killed?
No, I'm not dead, stupid. What, the goose story or the duck story? I don't know what the fuck. That was awesome. That just made a badass shot for our video, and I'm still alive. Threw a rock at its head, and it got like a 1 in a million shot, and killed it, and it came right to me on shore, so I took it home and ate it. Big fucking deal. At least I didn't leave it there to drown and let some coyote eat it.
Rob, has your hair ever been short?
Yes.
How long does it take you to wash your hair?
Takes about 5 minutes total. Pain in the ass.
Does your hair ever get in the way of your skating?
Yes, many times I have eaten a lot of shit thanks a lot to my hair. Fucking asshole.
What's the craziest thing your hair's ever gotten you into?
I once had sex with a really old lady from a cougar bar. That was probably the worst my hair's ever gotten me into, and I definitely regret it.
Nick, what's your mentality on skating?
Used to view it as more of like a sport, a number sport, but now I like my skating to be my personal roller coaster. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that I don't do any tech tricks or anything. I like to be my own roller coaster. I just like to go fast, far, high, fly around, and that's the way I like to skate now.
As you guys get older, will you always be part of skating?
Yeah, we'll do our best to be part of skating. If we can't skate, I'm pretty sure we'll just build cool things that we wish we could skate.
I know I'll definitely be a part of skating as I get older, because I have nothing better to do.
Who were you guys looking up to when you started skating?
Josh Petty, Dustin Latimer. Need I say more?
Josh Petty, people who had badass attitudes, people that made our sport look cool.
And the greats, Josh Petty, Dustin Latimer, John Julio.
Josh Petty from VG7.
The Hoax 3 back in like 1996 or 5. I was really stoked on Renee Holgren, and Julio was the sickest dude out.
What's the craziest prank you've ever pulled on each other?
I don't know, I think that Nick's cab, when we were digging the hole for the in-ground trampoline while we were all unemployed, Nick had decided to start a fight with Jimmy as he was leaving, so mostly Jimmy, filled his cab of his truck up to his steering wheel with dirt, and I dressed in a caterpillar costume and puked in a bowl in it.
When I followed Nick and Colleen fishing with a BB gun, because we planned on going fishing the day before, and they ditched me and went without me. But I knew where they were going, so I brought a BB gun and stalked them, and I shot Colleen and Nick in the ass of the BB gun, and they thought I was like some crazy person. And then I tried to run away, and they caught me.
Probably running fishing string all through Jimmy's room and attaching paper to it so you can't see through the room, and flipping all his shit upside down.
Well, the craziest prank that I think ever we tried and failed, me and Damien went to Mexico, and we were looking around to try and find roofie pills, because our plan was that we were going to roofie Jim, and he was going to pass out and he wouldn't wake up, and then we'd bury him in the backyard up to his neck and wake him up in the morning by spraying him down with a hose.
My favorite prank that was pulled was done by Jimmy when Lyle went out of town one weekend, and he took a shit in his Easter basket and hid it in his closet. So it fermented all weekend, and when he got back, he almost vomited because it smelled so bad. And that was fucking sweet.
When Lyle used to live with me, he took all his shit and buried it in my front yard and put some of the stuff up in the tree in my front yard, put his skates in a trash bag and put them at the bottom of my pool, and gave him a note showing him where everything was when he got home. But he was pretty pissed.
How did you guys get into skating?
Back in 1995, it was pretty much just a cool thing to do for kids that were like 11, 12, 13, which we were, so, you know, it was just like riding a bike in America. That's pretty much what we were doing.
Damien, does having your own pro skate change your outlook on skating? Is it relieving or just motivating for you to skate harder?
It's kind of all the above. It's a relief because it's something that obviously I've wanted since a child. I've been skating for 15 years, so like 9 years old almost. I was, that's one of the things you want is a skate. You want a wheel, like back then, grind plate. So it's a relief knowing that, if I get hurt bad enough that I can't skate, that I had a skate and I achieved one of my lifetime goals.
Jimmy, if you were a duck, how would you react if one of your duck friends were captured and killed?
If I was a duck? Well, if I was a duck, and that would mean I'd have my brain. I'd go buy a gun and I'd shoot that person. I don't fucking know.
Lyle, will you ever finish painting Connor's house?
Fuck no, I will not finish painting his house. I painted his house as like a payment as I lived there. The work I did in the first place should well cover the rent, and like you should be paying me, Connor. Connor, you should pay me.
Rob, if you had $1 billion, what would you spend it on?
If I had $1 billion, I would spend it on Budweiser. I'm a very avid fan.
Damien, why do you skate the way you do?
I guess it's to stand out from the pack. I mean, there's only so many tricks you can do, so I figure if you do your tricks and you pick the tricks you do and give them your own style and make them individual as your trick, then each trick you do counts for much more than just a hard spin to win trick.
Jimmy, do you think that Santee had a role in making you the skater you are today?
Of course, skate with good people, you're gonna get better trying to keep up with them, I guess. I mean, certain aspects of my skating all came from different people in the Santee crew. I'm sure they'd say the same thing.
Lyle, have you ever cared about going pro?
Yeah, but it's like a pipe dream. It's kind of a joke. I see a lot of kids pro nowadays that I wouldn't say don't deserve it, but yeah, they're kind of a joke, and I don't see why companies would want them to represent them. And I see a lot of people out there that represent themselves better, and they have no position. So I don't think being pro matters whatsoever.
Rob, what are your goals for skating?
My goals for skating is to have fun, meet a lot of new people, have fun, and meet a lot of new people.
Damien, Nick, Bam?
Yeah, we were doing a promo for SDSF for their latest contest, and as we were doing it, we're trying to do it all exciting, like monster truck ads or something. Lyle just comes up and gives us a big BAM! BAM! And that was the theme from then on out. It worked out good. We got a good response.
Well, I don't know, I'd give you a big bam, but my fucking jaw doesn't work.
If all 5 of you were stuck on a desert island, who would be eaten first?
Probably go after Jimmy. He's got the most muscle on him. Probably make a good meal. He's got some pretty good thighs. I don't know, I'd probably eat his thighs. I'd eat Jimmy. And he's a bad guy and he deserves it.
I would kill Jimmy before we ran out of food, though, just to get ahead of the game. I'd kill him in his sleep.
Jimmy, because he has huge man thighs, and he's the sexiest dude that I would probably fuck and then eat.
Me last.
Nick, what goes through your head when you try a huge stunt?
I never ever need any negative thoughts or thinking about falling. Everything I do, I'm positive that I'm gonna land. I see a lot of dudes get pumped up and hit themselves in the head and shit and get real super amped to do a huge stunt. But before I do a stunt or even go to a contest or anything, I need to be as calm and like as awake and focused as possible.
Lyle, what was the greatest day of your skating career?
When I was in high school and I was just starting to get to know everybody, and I met Brian Jaggers. He'd call me to go skating and shoot photos for Daily Bread, and at the time Brian Jaggers is like one of my favorite skaters, so for me that was amazing, and I would ditch school and go skating with Brian Jaggers, and it was amazing.
Damien, what is your favorite place you've been and not skated?
Pretty much I've skated everywhere. I mean, there's times that I don't skate as much as I should. So pretty much my favorite place I've been and got hurt and couldn't skate was Ecuador.
Nick, if you could have a day with any person dead or alive, who would it be?
With anybody out of all time, I definitely want to spend a day with Jesus and see if he's as big of a sham as I think he is.
What are your thoughts on making rollerblading more mainstream?
For kids to not look like pussies and looking like girls, I mean, I don't think looking like a girl looks too cool, and I don't think people want to look like girls, so probably cutting that shit out. Maybe getting it on TV somehow. But first, for that to happen, you need to cut out all the gay-looking faggots.
I think we should make amends with all the other sports that call us faggots, because most of you guys are faggots. I'm dead serious.
Try to keep the image badass, be more original, stop being influenced by other sports, just kind of do our own thing, and just pretty much be badass.
Does Santee have any last words?
Giver, work hard, keep skating, and don't take it too serious, because then it turns into a job, and jobs suck.
Stop dressing like female fucking emo chicks, all you rollerbladers out there. It'll make our sport better.
Stop making rollerblading look embarrassing and gay. And you guys know who you are.
I'm cool.
Don't fall on your face. Makes for a bad day.